Greetings, everyone. I am Tanisha Townsend, the owner and lead stylist of Swag Styles Mobile Hair Styling. It is such a pleasure to be here with you all today, and I really appreciate you for taking this time to watch my video. Quarantine hair. Amen. I've seen so many memes, so many jokes of people giving up on their hair during this time because they feel that they can't see their stylist. And trust me, I miss my stylist too. I really miss her. What I do is get my ends clipped every 3 to 4 months. And what that does for me is that it limits the shock of getting my hair like cut in the ear. Because what I used to experience is that I would go and get my hair straightened and my ends clipped. Well, I say cut because it was always more than 2 inches. But after a year, of course it's going to be that much. But if I get them periodically, I feel as though I can combat seeing all of that hair on the floor, So far it's been working for my psyche, so I'm just gonna say it works. Just so I can just stop touching my hair and stop the manipulation, because what I usually do, I wear my hair in a puff or I just wear it out. But in this quarantine time, I need something. I need something that I don't have to touch. I don't want to touch my hair. I don't want to do anything. I have crochets in my head that I have placed in this loose crown braid, and with crochet with individually twists like this, when you take these out, you can use them again. You can wash them, you can soak them in shampoo and water, and then rinse them out and sit it on a towel. And guess what? You got more wear out your hair. Amen. Yes, but I want you to be just as happy with your hair as I am with mine right now, because it was acting funny, getting on my nerves. That's why I got frustrated with it. You know how your hair do. So, first step I would like to give you during this time is to breathe. I know, like, when you look in the mirror, the hair is all over the place, and you just don't look or feel put together as you would normally feel. You gotta breathe. Because all of that anxiety and stress is going to come through your pores, which will affect your follicles, which will affect your hair negatively. It's going to take unnecessary proteins away. We just need to breathe and say, okay, what am I going to do? Because I know that wash day is just something that we just are not ready for. You know what I mean? Something that you just have to get your mind ready for. Like, I have to prepare all week. I said, I'm going to wash my hair Sunday. And it'll be like last Sunday. I get it. I get that. But we have to breathe and not cause any more stress than we're already going through. We have all these external stressors with the quarantine, and depending upon if you're considered essential or not, you are still going outside of the world. Like, you still want to look presentable. So we have to find ways to relax and breathe, and I suggest that you do so. And even if you are in the house, if you are quarantined in the house working from home, it is still stressful. You are still working your 8 hours, What I like to do is I put on clothes. I make myself look presentable even though no one can see me, because it puts me in the mind frame like, yeah, I'm going to work. It just puts me in a better headspace. And I found out for my hair, when I'm calm, that it listens a little bit more of what I want to do. So it's like, if I'm breathing and I'm relaxing, my edges be laid. I'm like, look at my edges. Yeah, look at y'all laying down today for the people. And then other days, they just curl up and do their own thing. And that's okay too. I don't get mad at it. I don't get stressed about it. Secondly, check for what you have. Don't try to make special trips to the stores, because guess what? Beauty supply stores are closed. So you're going to have to get more creative and make more use of your shopping time when you go to the grocery store. Then we have H-E-B, Trader Joe's and those types of places like that. They do have it. But you also have Walmart and Sam's, Walgreens, CVS. They have diverse products, produce, things like that. First, I'll say for you to look under your cabinet. Take inventory of the things that you have. Even if it's shampoo that you don't really like, or you feel that, I don't really like it no more. It don't do what I want to my hair. It's at home, and it's free. It's cost effective, amen. So what you're going to do with those shampoos that didn't work like you want them to, or your hair got used to it, because that happens also. Just add things to it. So you can put oils in the shampoo and conditioner. You can mix them together. You can use other types of leave-in conditioners with it to stretch it out. Or if you want to be fancy, you can add foods like crack eggs into it, or mix mayonnaise into your conditioners. It's not going to smell the best, but I can assure you that the results will shock you. The proteins that the food has for your hair, sometimes it just repairs it. You just don't know. So I would recommend you use what you have at home first. Be cost effective. You might have the money to do it. You might be blessed to have your stimulus check. You might be stimulated, but save the money for other bills. Save it for an additional rainy day. Let's try to make some good decisions in reference to our finances, and it doesn't have to be our hair. It's important to us, but it's not generally a life or death priority. Secondly, if you do have to go to the store to purchase shampoos and conditioners, there are a lot. There are a few that are my favorites. At this time, I'm currently using Suave, and with Suave, I use the shea butter, or I use the coconut or the biotin. And the reason why I like Suave is because they're huge containers. Nothing annoys me more than locating a brand where I actually enjoy their shampoo and conditioner, and it's in an 8-ounce bottle. I don't know what I'm going to do with an 8-ounce bottle. Nothing. I'll have one beautiful wash, and then I probably have spent $25 on that said shampoo and conditioner. I'm just not a fan of that. So if you're looking for a more cost-effective option, Suave is it. But if you feel that Suave is, that's not for my hair, I understand. I get it. Tresemme. I also enjoy Tresemme because when my hair gets used to Suave, I'll go to Tresemme. And my favorite one with them, there is a hibiscus one. I'm going to have to look it up for the specific name, but it's in a green bottle. I do know that. And I also love the biotin with Tresemme. So those two work well with my curls. If you have a similar texture to mine, it'll work well on you. If it is thicker, I would recommend you use the Suave because you can use more. And it's just something about using an excessive amount of conditioner that helps with detangling, and it seems like it just restores the hair like it needs to be. But also each its own. One product that I would like to bring up that has changed is chemical bases, but don't take my word for it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just through my experiences and the changes. Cantu products has not been the thing to be, I used to use Cantu products maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, but something between now and then, something has occurred and the chemical balance has just not worked for me, and it doesn't work for a lot of textures, a lot of more coarse textures to be specific. It makes them look ashy, and it just doesn't provide the moisture that it needs, and it's always feel like it's lacking, and it doesn't mesh well with other products. If you come to me and for example, you'll say, I don't know why my hair is so dry, I use Cantu this, Cantu that, I would suggest you try something else. That's just my opinion. But as far as name brands, don't get caught up in the name brands. Those name brands, they are living a dream just like we're all trying to live a dream. So feel free to support them. But if you're breaking the bank trying to get with it and it's not even working for your hair, you buying it because you seen some star, some celebrity say use it, that's beyond me. I don't know. So don't break the bank. Don't spend excessive amount of money on products, especially if there are alternatives that do work, but you're just trying to keep up with a name, keep up with an image. It ain't worth it, babes. Next, creams help with definition. Creams help with moisture. Creams help with a lot of things with your hair. There are a lot of people who will use water and oil and that's it, and then be like, I can't be natural. My twist don't look right. My twist this, my twist that. baby. You need something. You need something to lock it together. You need something to hold it. You just have to see what works best for your hair, because a lot of my Instagram and YouTube favorites, I can't use the techniques because it doesn't work for me, but I still watch them do their hair just because I'm a fan of them, you know. As it pertains to creams, you know, you want to do twist outs, you want to do braid outs, or you just want to do like an updo or something like that. Creams are very good for that. It gives you moisture and hold that you need. Now, if you know me, I am an adamant, strong supporter of Taliah Waajid, because what I've experienced is no matter the texture, her products, she has something that works. Something that gives the curls what they need and they just pop. No matter the texture. It could be wavy, it could be coily. They all pop. Like, Taliah had something for it. But I also know people say that they've tried them on their own and they haven't yielded the same results, which I also understand. So, you know, you got to do whatever tickles your fancy, of course. Whatever works. But that's who I always recommend to people. But no matter the cream, whatever brand, make sure that you use enough. And if you do twist outs, make sure it dries completely. No dampness, no wet. Nothing. If you feel anything that's wet or damp, it is going to poof out. It's going to look a mess. So you have to be mindful of that with your twist. Don't be afraid also when you're in a grocery store to go through the organic aisles or the cooking aisles and looking for coconut oil. You don't necessarily have to go to a specific oil based something that this oil was from the cities of the angels in Africa. And they squozen down through the terminals of the world into this little tiny bottle for $45.96. Go to the cooking aisle or go in your organic aisle, get you some coconut oil. You can use it to cook or you can use it on your hair. If you would prefer not to have coconut oil, which some people do, or they're allergic, there are other options on that same aisle. You have different vitamins and oils, and they will get the same job done. Or you could just be flat out old school and get you some Blue Magic hair grease. Because, baby, if you haven't had a twist out with some Blue Magic and some water, baby, those curls, they be so shiny. But I ain't ashamed. Ain't ashamed. I got the water spray bottle, combed it out, put the hair grease on it like a generous amount. I did Bantu knots because I don't like to sleep in rollers. Bantu knots all over my head. Them curls was like pow, 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 bang. They was so pretty. But the thing that I liked about it is the longevity of the curls. The curls had bounce, real bounce for like I kept it up for an entire week after that. Lastly, if you do all of those things, you finally find all the products that you need or whatever you have at your house, and you get ready to do your hair, and your first day you like it, and the next day you're like, oh, it's frizzy. Let it do it. Let it do it. It's natural. When you think of nature, you don't think of anything straight line, straight narrow, everything perfect, in line. It's not going to be that way. And that's because it's natural. Sometimes things happen. We go outside, you have the humidity hit it. You might be even, the shower probably hit it, you know what I mean? Or you laid on it. Kind of just let it do its own thing. You use a spray bottle, which I suggest that you could put a little oil in, maybe even a little detangler of some kind in there. I feel as though you can restore your hair whenever it does frizz up or does something that you don't like. But ultimately, it's going to make you mad. It's going to make you mad, and you're just going to have to refer to number one, which was breathe, and know that you are in charge of your hair. And when in doubt, slick it in the bun. I appreciate your time. Thank you for listening to my video. If you need any hair tips or have any hair ideas, also let me know. It is such a blessing to be here. I'm excited. I have done all that I need to do, and I'm so grateful. All right, guys. Be blessed. Love you all.